Hello, folks. Welcome back to Motivated Investing. El Salvador's historic adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender on Tuesday was beset by teething problems as an angry protest by mistrustful citizens, technological glitches, and a dip in the cryptocurrency clouded to roll out. The bold experiment got off to a bumpy start when shortly after midnight, Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele complained the government-backed Bitcoin app was not available on various internet platforms indulging Apple and Huawei. Bukele used his Twitter account to press online stores to stock the app or digital wallet known as Chivo, and Huawei later began making it available. But when the app proved unable to cope with user registrations, the government unplugged it in order to connect more servers and increase capacity. Still, as the app began appearing on more platforms, Bukele was by afternoon retweeting videos posted on our social media with people making payments using bitcoins at retailers in El Salvador, including McDonald's Corp, MCTN, and Starbucks Corp, SBUX.O. El Salvador is taking a great step forward today, said Carlos Garcia, who went to a booth at San Salvador shopping mall giving out advice on how new currency would work. Starbucks El Salvador unit said it was accepting Bitcoin for purchases at its restaurant, drive-thru facilities or to-go, promising $30 for Bitcoin for each user. Bukele has pushed for its adoption, saying it will help Salvadorans save $400 million a year on commissions of remittances while giving access to financial services to people with no bank account. We must break the paradigms of the past, Bukele tweeted. El Salvador has the right to advance towards the first world. Bukele, 40, is one of the most popular presidents in the Americas, but has been accused of eroding democracy. Opinion polls showed Salvadorans are skeptical about using Bitcoin, fearing its volatility and unsure of how it will work. More than 1,000 people held a protest in San Salvador on Tuesday against the adoption of Bitcoin, burning a tire and setting off fireworks in front of Supreme Court. As the currency's price vogued, the government purchased an additional 150 Bitcoins on Tuesday worth around $7 million. Still, the poorest may struggle to access the technology needed to make Bitcoin work in El Salvador, where nearly half the population has no internet access and many more only have spotty connectivity. "I'm going to continue suffering with or without Bitcoin," said Sweets seller Jose Herrera, who said he had trouble accessing on a mobile phone. Some say the adoption of Bitcoin may fuel illicit transactions and financial instability. It has already muddied the outlook for more than $1 billion in financing that El Salvador is seeking from the International Monetary Fund (IMF) ahead of the launch. El Salvador bought 400 Bitcoins worth around $20 million, Bukele said, helping drive its price above $52,000 for the first time since May. Hours later, Bitcoin had weakened and last traded down 0.51% and 46,561.74 Ethereum, another cryptocurrency, fell 0.32% to 3,404.5, while crypto exchange Coinbase Global slid 4.18% after reporting delays in some transactions on its platform. The change means business should accept payment in Bitcoin alongside the US dollar, which has been El Salvador's official currency since 2001 and will remain legal tender. It remains unclear whether businesses will be penalized if they do not accept Bitcoin. The Salvadorian government hopes it will boost financial inclusion in a country where around 70% of citizens do not have access to traditional financial services, according to the Bitcoin law. Remittances, or the money sent home by migrants, is also important for the economy, accounting for more than 24% of El Salvador's gross domestic product, according to the World Bank. The legislation allows prices to be displayed in Bitcoin, tax contributions to be paid with the digital currency, and exchanges in Bitcoin will not be subject to capital gains tax. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe and let us know what you think about it. Comment down below. El Salvador launched a wallet app called Chivo, which citizens can sign up for with a national ID in order to transact using Bitcoin. users will receive $30 worth of Bitcoin when they sign up in a push to speed up adoption. Last Tuesday, the Congress in El Salvador passed a law to create a $150 million fund to help facilitate conversions from Bitcoin to US dollars. But Bitcoin is known for wild volatility, at times raising concerns about its effectiveness as a currency. Bitcoin isn't really designed to be a means of exchange, so this is an early experiment for the currency. Philip Gradwell, chief economist of data platform Chainalysis, told CNBC's Capital Connection, "I think the main use in El Salvador is really going to be around remittances and people using it to save some wealth and really perhaps just to be some competition to the dollar in the country." In the run-up to the launch, the government installed ATMs that allow Bitcoin to be converted into dollars and withdrawn without commission from the digital wallet Chivo. Bukele blamed Apple Inc., Alphabet Inc., Google and Huawei app download platforms for the initial Chivo delay. "Release him, Apple, Google, Huawei," Bukele wrote in the tweet, which was accompanied by red-faced angry emoji. The wallet was later available from Huawei and Apple. A spokesman for Huawei said the company platform showed less than 1,000 installations by late afternoon on Tuesday. Like all innovations, El Salvador's Bitcoin process has a learning curve, Bukele said in a tweet. "Not everything will be achieved in a day or in a month. In merely 2 years in office, Bukele has taken control of almost levers of power. But although he has promised to clean up graft, the US recently put some of his close allies on a corruption blacklist. Last week, top judges appointed by Bukele lawmakers ruled that he could serve a second term, breaking away from a constitutional rule that forbade consecutive terms. Analysts fear the adoption of the Bitcoin, whose transaction records are disturbed across the internet beyond the reach of national jurisdictions, could encourage money laundering. After the Bitcoin law was approved, the rating agency Moody's downgraded El Salvador's creditworthiness. Its dollar-denominated bonds have also come under pressure. The World Bank reiterated on Tuesday it could not help El Salvador in adopting Bitcoin, given environmental and transparency shortcomings, a bank spokesperson said. Supporters argue the move will make it cheaper and easier for migrants to send money home to El Salvador, which is important given such remittances account for over 24% of the country's gross domestic product, according to figures from the World Bank reported by CNBC. There are also hopes the move could improve citizens' access to financial services. The CEO of Strike, a digital finance company that helped with the logistics of the new law, told CNN that over 70% of the country's active population do not currently have a bank account. But there are fears that the adoption of such historically volatile currency could harm Salvadorans and risk economic stability. Bitcoin hit a historic high of over $60,000 in April, before losing nearly half of its value in a crash later in the summer. The law has contributed of rating agency Moody's decision to downgrade El Salvador's debt rating, according to the Financial, and the IMF has also warned about its potentially destabilizing effects. The law means citizens will be able to pay taxes in Bitcoin, and shops will be able to display prices in the digital currency. Money exchanged into the currency will not be subject to capital gains tax. CNBC notes that the move makes El Salvador the first country to officially have Bitcoin on its balance sheet and to hold its part of its reserve. El Salvador has been preparing to support a cryptocurrency for months after passing the legislation in June. Last month, it began installing 200 ATMs around the country to allow citizens to convert between the country's two official currencies. It's also launching its own digital wallet called Chivo, which awards users $30 of free Bitcoin to encourage adoption. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.